Hey, squaddies, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from wherever you're tuning in from. Welcome to Daily Diaries Friday, the channel where every story sparks inspiration and every moment is a vibe. If you're here for the ride, please subscribe, smash the like button, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Share this with your favorite people, and let's create a community full of excitement and good energy. Got something to say? Drop it in the comments. Thank you for being the best part of Daily Diaries Friday. So buckle up because today's story is one you won't want to miss. Let's dive in, squaddies. This week, renowned British journalist Sir Trevor MacDonald penned a thought-provoking column about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. In his piece, MacDonald candidly admitted that he had always believed the Sussexes' departure from royal duties, often referred to as Sussexit, would be a temporary situation. He expressed his deep disappointment that Harry and Meghan are unlikely to return to the United Kingdom as working members of the royal family. MacDonald also emphasized that their permanent residence in California represents not only a personal choice for the couple, but also a significant loss for Britain, the Commonwealth, and the long-term stability of the monarchy itself. MacDonald's column was not the only reflection on the Sussexes' relationship with the royal family to emerge this week. Princess Diana's former lover, James Hewitt, also spoke publicly about the ongoing rift between Princes William and Harry. Hewitt opined that if Princess Diana were alive today, she would be deeply concerned about the state of affairs between her two sons. He suggested that Diana would have wanted them to reconcile, put aside their differences, and work towards rebuilding their once close bond. The discussion surrounding these two commentaries, MacDonald's and Hewitt's, has ignited yet another firestorm in the British media. Among those reacting strongly to the narratives is none other than Richard Eden, a columnist for the Daily Mail, who seems to have completely lost his composure over the idea that there could be efforts underway to reintegrate Harry and Meghan into the royal fold. His latest column, provocatively titled "Call Me Paranoid, but I sense an establishment conspiracy to bring Harry and Meghan back into the royal fold. This is why it can't happen," reveals his deep-seated concerns about such a possibility. One of the primary points raised by Eden is his belief that there exists a covert high-level effort by the so-called establishment to orchestrate Harry and Meghan's return to the royal family. Eden suggests that media figures, influential elites, and even key players within the monarchy are subtly working to pave the way for the couple's re-entry. This, he argues, would be disastrous, as he believes their presence would be detrimental to the institution. At the heart of this discourse is Sir Trevor MacDonald's assertion that Meghan Markle was never given a fair chance to succeed as a member of the royal family. He pointed out that Meghan faced an insurmountable uphill battle from the very start, one that was exacerbated by her identity as an outsider. According to MacDonald, Meghan was fundamentally different from the traditional mould of royal spouses, and this difference made her an immediate target for scrutiny. MacDonald listed several factors that contributed to Meghan's challenges. Nationality. As an American, Meghan was automatically seen as an outsider, someone whose cultural norms and values differed from those of the British aristocracy. Marital history. As a divorcee, Meghan's entrance into the royal family invited comparisons to past figures like Wallis Simpson, whose marriage to King Edward VIII led to a constitutional crisis. Career. Having previously worked as an actress, Meghan was perceived as someone from the entertainment industry rather than from the world of nobility, leading to condescension from certain quarters. Race, perhaps the most significant factor, MacDonald emphasized that Meghan's biracial heritage made her a unique figure in the royal family, one that many within the establishment were unwilling to accept. MacDonald lamented the fact that Meghan never stood a chance of being accepted, despite the fact that she could have brought a fresh modern dimension to the monarchy. He asserted that, instead of being embraced for her unique qualities, she was subjected to relentless criticism and hostility. Eden's reaction to these narratives is telling. On one hand, he insists that there is an elite conspiracy to lure Harry and Meghan back into the fold. On the other hand, he simultaneously argues that Harry and Meghan are desperate to return to the royal family and are actively looking for ways to do so. These two claims are inherently contradictory, yet Eden appears oblivious to this inconsistency. For years, royal commentators like Eden have clung to the belief that Harry and Meghan's departure was a mistake, one that they would inevitably regret. There was an expectation that their post-royal life would be marked by failure, hardship, and eventual humiliation, forcing them to crawl back to the monarchy in search of redemption. This assumption underpinned much of the negative media coverage they faced. Since their departure in 2020, every move they have made has been scrutinized under this lens. The press has actively tried to frame their ventures, whether it be their Netflix deal, Spotify podcast, or Archewell Foundation, as flops. The hope, it seems, was that their struggles would eventually force them to reconsider their decision and beg for reinstatement. However, this narrative has not played out as expected. While Harry and Meghan have faced challenges, they have also found success on their own terms. They have secured multi-million-dollar deals, built a new life in California, and continued their philanthropic efforts independently. In short, they have demonstrated that they do not need the royal family to survive or thrive. Eden's column inadvertently highlights a fundamental truth. The so-called establishment never intended to bring Harry and Meghan back into the fold on equal footing. The real objective has always been to break Harry, to see him return to the UK alone, stripped of his marriage, his finances, and his dignity. The initial Sussexit agreements were structured in a way that assumed Harry's venture into the outside world would be short-lived. The hope was that without royal funding or institutional support, he would quickly flounder. The relentless attacks against Meghan, both in the press and within the institution, seemed designed to pressure her into leaving the marriage. Had this happened, Harry would have been forced to return to the royal family on their terms, alone, regretful and willing to be controlled. However, this plan backfired spectacularly. Instead of faltering, Harry and Meghan forged a new path. Instead of returning defeated, they have remained firm in their decision. And instead of breaking apart, their marriage appears to be stronger than ever. Sir Trevor MacDonald's assessment of the situation is accurate. Meghan was never truly given a chance, and the treatment she endured was emblematic of deeper systemic issues within the royal family. Richard Eden's reaction, meanwhile, exposes the persistent contradictions within the anti-Sussex media narrative. The idea that the establishment is now actively trying to woo the Sussexes back after years of calculated efforts to drive them out does not align with reality. If anything, it underscores the desperation of those who had bet on their downfall. Would Harry and Meghan ever return as working royals? The answer is almost certainly no. They may visit the UK from time to time, maintain ties with charitable organisations, and honour their royal heritage in their own way. But the notion that they would willingly re-enter the rigid constraints of royal life, especially after experiencing the freedom of carving out their own destiny, is a fantasy. If there is a conspiracy here, it is not about bringing Harry and Meghan back. Rather, it is about sustaining the illusion that they ever wanted to return in the first place, and Richard Eden, whether he realizes it or not, is just another pawn in that game. And that's a wrap, squaddies. Thanks for watching and being part of this amazing journey. You guys are the best and I love you all. Your support means the world to me. If you had a good time, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're the first to catch our next adventure. Drop your thoughts, questions, or even just a quick hello in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Share this with your friends, your family, or anyone who could use a little inspiration. Until next time, stay awesome, stay motivated, stay safe, and keep shining. Catch you later, squaddies.